All right, y'all, in today's DIY, we're gonna talk about how to clean out the blower motor and blower motor housing. I've already been to work a little bit on this one. Each of these two units, 1 and 2, had one of these on top of it, so I was able to just slide these up off these little hooks here and out of the way. So got the blower motor down here. I also move this out of the way. I'll show you how to do that in 1 second. Air filter is right in that area. So I already vacuumed that out a little bit, but I'm gonna clean it out a little bit more. Take out this blower motor and clean it out. So let's get to it. All right, so here's where I'm working. This little hardware unit was set up here. It had 2 of these little screws in there. As you can see, there's a little water down here. The pipes were freezing. It's likely because this was a little bit dirty, or things had been replaced in a while, the air filter. So yep, there's that little screw. I think this was a 6 or 6.5 millimeter. So just unscrewed it from this top area here, and that fell right down. So I moved on to the actual blower motor, and that had some screws as well holding that up. These were, I believe, 8 millimeter, and they were right in here holding this up. So unscrewed both of those. Now I'm gonna try to wiggle this blower motor out. I should be able to just slide it out, but I'll probably have to wiggle it out, just loosen it up a little bit to get it out. Got that out, we can go ahead and work on disconnecting the actual motor. So these are usually 7/16, so I'm gonna unscrew these real quick. All right, so once those screws are off, we're gonna go ahead and turn this over. You're gonna be pretty careful since the wires are still connected. We're gonna actually take this blower motor off. Also gonna loosen the set screw that is already in there. Actually, this is already loose. Yeah, so gonna pull that out. You're gonna want to be careful with the blades in here. I definitely recommend having on some gloves. Working with this part. And I'm just gonna turn this around for now. All right, so I'm gonna use an crescent wrench to get the set screw loose, to get the blower wheel off the motor shaft. All right, so once that's loose, you don't necessarily have to take it out. You just need it loose enough to be able to pull the blower motor out. So once it's loose, we'll go ahead and actually turn it back over. So the screw is loose. You can flip it back over and just pull that blower motor out. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to get out. In this case, it wasn't too bad. Just able to pull it up and out. I've got 1 screw that I need to disconnect here before I can completely move this blower motor out of the way, and then also remove this. Seems like it's connected as well, so remove those, and then we'll be free to clean this out. So once I've got those 2 screws loose, can move this and the blower motor out of the way. It's a good idea to take note of how everything was set up, just so you can set it back up the same way. In this case, I had all the wires going down from the top of this blower motor, or blower motor housing where it's plugged in, so just take note of that. Even though this was facing this way, wires are coming out of the top of this but going downward, so yep, take note of that, and I'll move this out of the way. Alright, and now I've pretty much got the part that I want to clean. Give me just a second and I'll show you all how we can separate these and clean them out. Alright, so in order to get this out, all I'm gonna have to do is move this little pipe right here out of the way. In order to do that, I will just need, let's see, a couple of screws. Yep, so these 2 right here. It's on both sides, so just remove those and be on their way. One, and the second one out on the other side. Two more on the top here. Now this will just come right out. You can go ahead and clean all this out. As you can see, there's a bit of dust, so I'll probably use the water hose and maybe even a brush just to get all that caked up dust out of there. It's my first time doing it, but it's fairly easy, as you can see. So just a few screws and wiggling and maneuvering, but yep, once you're here you can clean this out, and so I'll do that and bring it back up and have it ready to put back in. Alright, so putting it back together, first of all you want to make sure everything is in the right place. So this set screw should be facing to the left if you got this facing the right direction. I'm gonna put this thing back in place. Use your 6mm, tighten these screws. So we got everything back in place. We're gonna work on getting this blower motor back screwed in and secure. So starting with these, twisting these back in. And remember, try to make sure it's in the same places where you left off. So I got it in the same way I took it out. So once you got all of that back in place, you can work on tightening this set screw. I'll start by hand, and I'll just give it another turn with the wrench here. Now I got one more screw to put on, and then from there I'll just slide this back into place and tighten these screws here to hold it in, and I'll put this circuit back into place as well.